Welcome back, everybody. After a little bit of a hiatus, we haven't done one of these in a while because I think everybody's been kind of busy. Our special guest for tonight or today, actually Ken here from the Quarantine Cocktail Hour. He's been doing it every
day. We've been watching him forever. You guys, you've been going, man.
Yeah, we're on our 103rd or 104th show, almost in a row. Almost. I took like 2 days off, maybe.
Yeah, so it's been fun a lot. I mean, I haven't had a chance to tune in a lot lately. I was hurried up trying to get back in contact and get things going because I forgot how much I missed it. We were sitting around and just listening to good music last night, and I don't know. One of my favorite things is always just trying to come up with stuff that just to stump you.
Yeah, you did some good ones, Scott. Trying to make Ken do 2 or 3 different songs combined into one. Those are fun.
Yeah, I like doing those custom mashups where people like I'll be in one song and they'll go, "Oh, that reminds me of this," and I'll see it go up in the chat and I'll just go right into the next song. So I like doing those custom mashups.
The man is unstumpable, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, I wouldn't say that. There's plenty I don't know, but
there's an ongoing Oingo Boingo joke. So.
Oh yeah, that's the one band I never listened to in the '80s, and everyone's like, "Oh, go learn an Oingo Boingo song." I'm like, no, there's no reason for me to play any Oingo Boingo. You're literally the only 3 people on earth that would want to hear any Oingo Boingo. Everybody else is like, who? I'm like, Danny Elfman, this guy. That guy. That's Oingo Boingo.
Pretty much. Yeah, if you got Danny Elfman,
that was good. Keep doing it. That was great.
Yeah, we don't need the rest of it. We don't need the Boingo. We just need the Oingo. And
that's right. That's just the one half.
Well, I guess we can go ahead and get started. Let everybody know if y'all want to listen to him, if you want to comment. Ken, we brought him on here to kind of showcase a little what he does on his channel on the Quarantine Cocktail Hour every night from 10 to 11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Yep. And different nights are different themes. Like tonight is Formal Fridays, Throwback Thursdays, the Red Fox Lounge Wednesdays. So,
what platforms are you streaming on?
I'm streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so we're going to the 3 different, and it's funny because I have like Facebook is like all of my normal friends, my friends from high school, and my parents. YouTube is like all of the people that know me from Howl at the Moon, and Twitch is like all of my kids' friends that knew me when when they were little. Like, hey, it's Mr. G. He's on Twitch.
Yeah, wait a minute. He's not playing games.
That's right. That's not a video game.
Well, either one of y'all two have a suggestion to get things started, or?
Oh man,
I know, Ming, you're a big '80s fan, so.
Yeah, let me do some '80s for me.
I am. Do you have When It Roams?
He'll do The Promise. He's done it before.
Yeah, The Promise. Yeah, sure, I can do that one.
Got karaoke song.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's
all right.
it.
Let me see here. I gotta dial some things in here. All right, let's see here.
You gotta get your drummer.
Still trying to get Rob on. If I can ever get things organized.
All right, let's try this here. Let me get my drummer on board.
I'm ready, man. I hear it.
Oh yeah,
I hear it.
Gotta get the drummer in here. All right.
I hear it. Me and Scott, like if we played Name That Tune and we heard that one note,
all right, here, I'll tell you what. Whenever I want to see if you can name the movie that this is from.
Okay.
StarCraft. Oh.
Think 80s. It's Ming's theme from Flash Gordon. Hail Ming! Hail Ming!
You didn't even know your own.
That's
song.
what I thought about.
No, death to Ming, everybody. Death to Ming.
All right, here we go.
Well, you're getting started. I'm gonna go grab my drink then.
Okay. I have to drink. It is We have our outfit is cocktail there, right?
All right, here we go. Let's see if my drummer's on board now.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that's really fun. My drummer's always too fast. I gotta slow this guy down.
Yeah.
You need to fire your drum. There you
If you need a friend, look to a stranger. You know, in the end, I'll always be there. When you're in doubt, when you're in danger, take a look all around, and I'll be there. All right, guys, 3-part harmony. Here we go. I'm just thinking of the right words to say.
Oh yeah, delays.
If you wait around, I'll make you company. I promise you will. So when your day is so is your temper. You know what to do. It's low. I'll always be there. All right, get ready for the shout echo. Sometimes if I shout,
Oh,
it's not offended.
you got
These
the
words just come out. No right to bed. Simon, I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I know they don't sound the way I planned to be. If you wait around a while, I'll make you follow me. I promise you, I promise you. Simon, I'm just thinking of the right words to say. I know they don't sound the way I planned it to be. If I have to walk the world and make you follow me, I promise you, I promise you I will. There you go.
Right. Hey.
Woo!
With that 80s synth sound.
It never
You can
gets
use that
old.
for everything in the 80s.
Did you ever get the guitar fixed up yet?
I have it, but no, it's something
yeah, you
with
used
the.
it one time, and
I did, and then what kept happening is it's sending erroneous MIDI errors, so I have to figure out what I have to shut off internally on the thing. So it's I'm trying to fix it. It's just a problem of the guitar talking to the keyboard and getting all that worked out.
I'm
Well, I don't
trying
know.
to
Still,
share this.
my
out
favorite
to
thing
everybody.
has got to be the accordion, though. I don't know what
Oh,
it
yeah.
is, but
That's
there's nothing
everybody's
more,
favorite.
nothing
So
more
is that
badass
your,
than a good
that-
song on an
that's
accordion.
your-
I got to show you though. I don't know if you saw my new toy that I got hooked up here. I got the vocorder.
Oh no! Really?
Let me see if I can get it-
A
let me see if I can get it working here. Hold on. I've been using that one. I could do the. Here we go.
Oh, this is cool.
Open your eyes, look up to the skies and see.
That's too much. That's
Easy
just
go,
too much fun.
easy go.
Now I want one of those just to have here to answer the phone and to
Yeah.
do
Oh
everything.
I wish I wasn't working. I'd have more fun. This is too
Oh
fun.
yeah. You guys remember? You remember the Transformers cartoon, the old one where they had
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
boombox,
Of course.
the boombox guy?
Soundwave, yes.
Megatron, this is Megatron.
It would be like that guy always had I was trying. I remember being a kid and trying to figure out what chord they were using for his voice because I was like, I know it's a major seventh.
Oh
That's how
man,
you know you're a super nerd.
yeah, I would have way too much fun with that if I had one of those here.
Yeah, the vocoder, is that something you can pick up on Amazon Prime and have it here in days?
Yeah. They just most of actually now I think if you just hook a use GarageBand, I think they have a plug-in for GarageBand. You can just plug in the vocoder, and then if you plug a mic in and have a keyboard and just hit the thing and talk into it,
Oh, okay.
you can do it. No, it's not. It used to be like, wow, that's expensive. Now it's like, pretty common.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was
Bruno Mars uses that one a lot too.
right.
He-
Daft-
he-
yeah,
sound
I thought Daft Punk was in the room with you. This is great. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty cool. That's like I started messing with that. And my kids were like, "Oh, great." Hey, what's up, Jerry Irwin on the show? Awesome.
So who's going to be in tonight? Is your daughter making it back in, or?
Yes, she's going to be here with me tonight, and I actually shaved my face and put on a suit and tie, and we get formal.
wow.
Yeah, my wife loves it when you guys do the Disney tunes with your,
Oh,
with
yeah,
your daughter. Yeah.
Speaking of his wife, there she is right there.
Hey, Renee,
Ah,
what's up?
she came out. I sent her a note saying we were on.
Nice.
But yeah,
Renee,
anybody
you can't be on. Renee's always like, why can't we do this where I can sing with them and stuff? Yeah, she's always singing with you all the time. We ought to get her on
That's
here
the
so
weird
she can
part
sing with you
is-
now.
that's the weird part with this is the fact that we did it when Theo was on here, and Theo just wanted to sing his guts out. He was ready to go, but there's like an eighth of a second delay
Yep.
when it comes out, so it just everything seems off.
Yeah. I did that on my 100th show. I had a bunch of people send me videos so I could like play along with them so that we wouldn't have the delay. And with some of the videos, it was fine. And then with others of it, like I was just a little off and it was like, It didn't.
Didn't
So
work.
I'm trying to figure out the delay thing. It's definitely a weird thing.
You could just have them call in, and you could just have their voices over versus the
Yeah.
video.
I'm thinking of there's a way that they can record their stuff, and then hey, what's up, Adam McTaggart, my boy? Yeah, he's over in England.
Well, you are here in Orlando. We could just swing over there and sing with you, and then
There you go.
back home.
Well,
Come right to the
that's a little bit
studio.
far for me and Ming, though.
Yeah,
No.
yeah, you guys are a little bit further for sure.
Well, I mean, I'm so you're located in Orlando.
Yeah,
I was supposed to be there last weekend, and obviously it's not safe to go to Orlando.
no.
I will be
yeah.
down there soon, though. There's a place called Coliseum of Comics that.
Oh yeah, I know
Yeah.
exactly where it is.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've been there a bunch.
They're getting me down there. Whenever,
Nice.
Oh,
whenever,
we can.
whenever it's safe. Yeah,
When-
I came this
well,
close.
good. Actually,
Oh yeah.
you ought to schedule a day to get with Ken then, and you can be the special guest on his. You
Yeah,
can be the
bring my
musical
accordion.
guest on his show.
Well, and I'm looking forward to. I guess I'll preview it for you guys. I'm hoping when we can have MegaCon at the Orlando Convention Center again, whenever that is. I want to get a Mandalorian costume, and I have a small accordion. I want to be the Mandaccordion and just
that would be pretty
just
damn fun.
run around Comic-Con playing Star Wars tunes on my accordion.
Oh man.
Mash
Well,
up-
I keep saying one day soon we're gonna so we go down and visit Tommy and Renee and stuff. So once this is over with, we're definitely coming down. We're gonna
Oh yeah,
come to Howl at the Moon and hang out and enjoy
Dude,
everything.
I can't
We've got
wait.
a-
I really
we've got
like.
a bunch of us.
Yeah.
Besides Jennifer and Barry, they'll come too and everything. Yeah.
Well, and
Jennifer
Howl at the
likes
Moon
watching
is the
it.
place I got the hookup, so I can like get you in, get you a reserved
Well,
table, and discounts on your booze. I'll get you drunk, and then we can have a good time.
All right.
Speaking
Speaking of the accordion, let me whip that out.
Oh no!
Hold on.
Here it
I'll
comes.
look at the accordion.
I know how
There you go,
crazy,
Ming.
how crazy could it get? It's like, sir, do not climb on the piano, sir. Do not climb on
Yes,
the
get
piano.
off! Get off!
You are not Michelle Pfeiffer. Get off the piano.
Scott, I hadn't talked to you in a while. How's your hand doing?
Yes, I was wondering.
Actually, it's pretty much. I'll have a little bit of scarring, but
It was the other
it's-
hand that was messed up.
no. Who's this one?
Holy crap! You're Wolverine, dude. You freaking healing factor times
Yeah,
10, man.
Definitely.
Well, I'm telling you, it was that honey that they gave me prescribed. I'm telling you, that was probably
You
some
were
of the best
eating
stuff
it.
I've ever
I
had.
can hear y'all.
It heals your skin and it tastes good. Like what can Manuka honey, everybody.
And the worst part is it attracts flies and bees. No, I'm kidding.
Well, there's that too. But all right. Well,
No, I'll swear by that stuff from here on out.
we just need a hand update. So that's your Scott Hoverman hand update. Everybody.
That's the hand update.
Yeah. That's
We
my
don't know
worst
what he was
fear
doing with
is
his hand.
injuries to the hand. That is like my
Oh my God, that's your livelihood right there.
I know when I see TV shows where they like cut hands off or fingers off, I'm like I can't handle, man.
Well, you
All
said you still make it down towards the New Orleans area every once in a while too, though, don't you?
You talking to me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just there in February, and I have a bunch of friends that play on Bourbon Street and stuff. So we have friends in New Orleans since I lived there for a while. So there we go. We got the accordion going. That's it. There's going to be nobody nerdier at MegaCon than me walking around, you know. This part's hard. This is the one though I've been working on. I want to follow. You guys know who the 501st is?
Oh, yeah,
the guys
of
that
course.
walk around.
Yeah.
I want to walk around with them, just doing this. C sharp.
I just saw on the.
It's tough on accordion.
Did y'all see that stuff on Disney Plus where the Mandalorian behind the scenes stuff that they actually used a bunch of the 501st guys were?
Yeah.
That was really
that's
you know, all those guys were crying. Oh, this is so cool.
Yeah, they finally realized.
If you ever get a chance, if you go online, there's a little girl that goes around at some of the conventions, and I don't know what the instrument is, but basically blows into it and it looks like a little piano.
Yeah, it's a harmonic melodica is what they're also called.
Well, but yeah, that's what. But she'll go around and like cosplayer, she'll just sneak up behind them and start playing theme songs from other stuff. It's really funny.
That's what I want to do, but with my little accordion. I have this is my like digital one, so it doesn't make sound unless it's amplified through something. But I have like a regular acoustic accordion it's a kid's model, so it's small and it's light, and I want to get a rocket, like a missile top for it, so I can wear it on my back so it looks like I have the Mandalorian backpack on. But then I can take that off, swing it around the front, and then play stuff. So I've thought about this a lot.
Would you have that rocket right in your face though?
Well, that's what I'm saying. I would have to be able to take it off, just if I'm wearing it on the back, have that so it looks like I've got the jetpack on. I put a lot of thought into this.
Well, if you ever need any help, usually the 501st guys are really good on helping out with stuff like that too.
Oh yeah, I was there. I don't know, last year I think, or the year before, and I didn't have long hair, and I had the short hair, but I had the goatee, and I was like, I dressed up like a Jedi, and everywhere I went, they were like, Obi-Wan. I'm like, yes, I am Obi-Wan.
All right, I'll be right back. Hold on, the printer is blowing up. I'll be right back.
All right. Oh no! Oh no!
It's going kablam, everybody.
That's right. That's why they call it that.
Kablam Digital Printing. If you have a comic book that you want published, go to Kablam, have them print it for you. They'll have it to you in mere days. Everybody.
That's awesome.
Oh yeah. Well, and then also just let everybody know this is the comic book. If y'all share, anybody that shares this stream and shares Ken's stream tonight on the Quarantine Cocktail Hour, this was our store exclusive and Pensacon exclusive for G.I. Joe with artwork by Jen Broomall and Tommy's business partner at Kablam, Barry Gregory. So if you share both, I'm covering the shipping. We'll send them out to you.
Look at that guy.
That's Jen Broomall cover art, ladies and gentlemen.
I want one. I want one too because I have my GI Joe #1
Oh man,
in the Mylar bag. I think mint condition. Maybe
pretty mint. Look at how red that cover is. You never
Oh, yeah,
see
yeah,
cover that red.
And
Yeah,
the funny thing is that's the newsstand one that's not it's not one of the Baxter ones. It's easy to find.
Yeah.
No, this just says $1.50 June, and yeah, so it's. I got some other weird ones too. Like my buddy was really into comics, and he's like, "Here, do this Marvel team up thing." So I got like this Marvel team up Spider-Man, and I got a What If too. I gotta find that one.
The What Ifs are good, man.
Yeah, I got the. Hold on, I have to find it here. Here it is.
A lot of
because I'm a big Wolverine fan, so I got What If Wolverine killed the Hulk.
Yep.
And a lot of those storylines now are basically some of the most popular. They were made up back then. Now they're actually taking place in the mainstream.
It's funny to see them coming in. I'm like, oh, like they could make a Marvel offshoot with just the What Ifs. I mean, it's crazy.
I think there's actually going to be a series on Disney Plus that's going to be a What If. So
that's awesome.
But yeah,
I'm loving it.
What if Spider-Man joined the Avengers? Like, oh, wait, gee, I wonder what.
Wait a minute. Yeah.
It's so great. How's your crowd been in the store?
Honestly, this hasn't been too bad. We've been doing things. I said, trying to be as safe as possible with it all. But I mean, it's
been getting
weird.
Books now, so that's good.
We've been getting books, but it's. I know what they were trying to do. A lot of the distributor was trying to keep it from bombarding us with so much stuff. But the problem is that, as you all know, Ming, but our money making ability depends on what we get in. So
send everything.
We can't make hardly anything.
Bombard everybody. What are you waiting for?
Yeah, you waited 4 months without any books. Send some stuff.
So that's kind of what we're dealing with right now. But like I said, we had some good landlords who helped us out, and we've actually been having fun selling stuff online. So
what about that Negan book? Is it worth trying to look for?
Did you sell your gold Negan lives yet?
I actually sent the 2 silvers and the gold off to CGC when they came in.
Smart.
Nice.
So from what I hear, the stash got theirs a little early and put it up on eBay, and they made a mint off of it.
Oh,
I know at one time the gold was going for a little over $500.
I believe they got somewhere in that neighborhood because they put it up online early, and the people wanted it a couple days early, paid a premium for it.
Now they run about 200.
About 200 average, yeah.
Still pretty good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna slide a normal one to the side for me, right?
There you go. The Walking Dead on accordion. That's tough to do. A lot of hand stretch there.
He's got it saved up for Theo when he gets back.
Yeah, that's right. When Theo gets back, I'm like, because I went on the show with him, and he's like, "Hey, can you play the Walking Dead theme?" And I'm like, the one I don't got.
I gotta go again. I'll be back.
I didn't do my homework.
That's all right. The fun thing is there's all kinds of good stuff, comic book related. You could do like the old Spider-Man cartoon theme song.
Oh yeah, I was gonna do that one. I was gonna New Orleans it up though.
Okay.
What if Spider-Man? What if Peter Parker grew up in the French Quarter? It would sound like this.
Oh yeah.
Look out. Here comes the promise.
Oh yeah, I like that. There you go.
Oh, yes.
New Orleans style Spider-Man.
Little Zydeco man.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. That's actually there was I think it was the University of Central Florida. Their main jazz band just did a whole show of superhero comics done with a big band. So they did like jazz versions of Spider-Man and the Batman theme.
Yeah.
Like with a big band. It was amazing. I think it was called like the Bat Sessions or something like that. I forget, but it's the University of Central Florida Flying Horse Big Band. They did a whole thing with the character, the comic book themes. It's awesome.
I love it.
And that's the one that I always like, when I have, especially during MegaCon, when I know I've got my my nerd herd in the room. That's when I do like Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots raise their battle to this. Oh darn it! What happened?
Well, guys,
no, my accordion just ran out of battery.
It's battery powered?
Oh yeah,
it's USB.
Yeah,
you got to charge
batteries.
it.
Oh man,
I got to get back to the Kablam printing. It was
No
good
problem.
to see you guys. Ken, Renee and I will join tonight. And
All right,
Ming,
cool.
it's good to talk to you again.
You too,
And
Tom. I'll
Scott,
see you soon.
if y'all are still on when I have a break, I'll try to join back in. Otherwise, love you guys. Keep your
Back
hands
to
clean.
battle, my friend.
I got to go. Sorry.
All right.
All right,
No
Thomas,
problem.
right.
take care, Thomas.
Now, how do I get out of this?
Hit leave.
I'll do it.
Leave studio, or he'll kick you out. Kick people.
All right, so I'm back on the keyboards now.
All right.
Transformer, there it is. Transformers, more than meets the eye. Autobots wage their battle to destroy the evil forces of the Decepticons. Transformers.
But I think what about the Power Rangers theme song?
That one you know what? Power Rangers was after my time.
That too, but
My
we got a
younger
lot of people that
sisters
love 'em.
watched it, and I was like, yeah, I should probably learn that, but I didn't. I mean, I can do like cartoon themes, but they're like, I realized how old I was when they were like, oh, play some cartoon themes, and I was like, Flintstones, meet the Flintstones. They're the modern Stone Age family. And there was a bunch of kids like, I don't know what that is. I'm like, do you know DuckTales? I'm like,
Oh God.
yeah. No, I'm like, no, I don't know DuckTales. I know DuckTales, but I just didn't want to play it.
I'm going to tell you right now, I've got so much stuff. There's been so many times where we talked earlier about you mashing up stuff. How you're really good at it, and different versions. But somehow or another, we've got to be able to download the audio from some of these streams. Because I tell you right now, I'd love to be jamming down the road with having the radio turned up. And
There was a
different versions.
couple. I think it might have been one of the nights where I was doing the Red Fox Lounge, where I was doing jazzy versions of like rap tunes and stuff. I think that was the one where you were like, oh yeah, I want to get some of this stuff. So yeah, I can go back through the YouTube and get kind of take them. I think off of Twitch too. I can make little segments of the thing, and then I can steal the audio off of that. That's a good idea. I might have to do that. The best of the quarantine cocktail hour, and put together like a compilation video.
Johnny, I've never even seen any of the Slab City Comics ads.
Yeah, me either.
Around in your area, so they usually do that geofencing thing where they're just around one certain area.
Which would make sense. Yeah, if you're not anywhere near there, it wouldn't make too much sense to advertise beyond the physical area. Although I guess I mean they must have an online store as well.
Of course, I don't know with the government tapping our phones. Now that I said it, I'll probably be getting ads like crazy now.
Yep. Oh,
there
yeah.
you go.
Slab City all the time. I gotta check this out though.
Yeah, Johnny's a big nerd like me. He might even be a bigger nerd than I am. So, and when he got a new liver. He just had a liver transplant. And when he was in the hospital, I gave him to read my full collection of the Last Starfighter comics from the movie. That's a good friend when they show up to the hospital and drop off some comic books for you. Here you go, bud. Get better.
He says they did a Firefly. They're based over in the UK. Yeah, a lot of different stores I've noticed lately, they'll do their own, sort of like what we did with this one. They'll do their own variant of a comic, and then they charge some outlandish price for it. So it's actually it's not that hard of a thing to do. I guess now I'm about to hire Ken though to write a theme song for the shop here.
Oh yeah, I could do that. You want something that sounds like Firestarter? I think that's what the one you're using, like that. I can do something industrial.
But
I actually
yeah.
started to think about that because I was like, okay, 3 Alarm Comics, and I was trying to think of what was,
have
what
our
would
own little
rhyme
march.
with it. Say what?
Have our own little like our Death Star march and stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I could come up with something for sure.
Yeah.
You want vocals, or you just want it to be like instrumental?
It could be a little bit of everything. Yeah, we can do both.
All right, because that I find that like having just like an instrumental theme is a little more useful because like with my theme, I sing all the time, so it's fine for
Right.
me. But for your thing, you may not want somebody yapping during your cool intro, man.
In my head, I'm hearing the score, Hans Zimmer's score from Backdraft in my head.
Oh wow, yeah.
Oh,
Good. That's a good score.
Something epic on like maybe with some let's see, let's put some drums in on it.
actually, part of that sounded like it's part of the opening from Comic Book Men.
Yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit.
There you go. That's my epic, soundtrack sound. That's when you can do everything with. Yeah, that's the other one I would do. The Walking Dead.
Oh, got the bells and everything.
Yeah, it's got, when you hit it hard, it does like it does the timpani and the bells. So if you can do like this, and it just sounds nice. But you want to go in. So one of those useful sounds that I use all the time. Not at all.
Oh, yeah.
All right,
Well, Ming, is there anything else you're wanting to hear? You got anything in your repertoire?
Oh, who's that? Me?
Yeah, play Stump Ken.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I don't think I could stump him. I'm thinking like 80s era Sammy Hagar Van Halen is going through my head for some.
Oh yeah, he could do some of that. Let's see.
They moved over that like big synthesizer sound and.
I'll be right back. We'll grab one more.
Oh, I think the one you're.
Oh, that's what dreams are made of. That's one.
Oh, dreams. Oh yeah. I was thinking of.
Oh yeah.
So tell me, why can't this be love? You got to know, why can't this be love? But it takes. I don't know that one. What was the other dream? He sings so high. I have to move it down. Higher and higher, straight up to the clouds. We get higher and higher, leave it all behind. So just dry your eyes, savor all the tears you cried. Oh, that's what dreams are made of. There you go. Man,
I gotta ask. I mean, I know this is your job and everything else. Well, of course, now you're doing it at home. But
Yeah.
how? I mean, just like with anything else, I always figure, is there ever come a time where you actually said, you know what, I got to take a break from this for a while? But or is music so much fun that you're always enjoying it?
I take a break, but I still play. Like
Right.
I'll go like, okay, I'm going to take a break, and then I'll like go sit at my piano and then like, and just play like random BS. Like, I'll play jazz and, I'll just like, I'll switch up what I'm playing. But as far as like the actual act of playing music, when I was very young, I decided that if I played music every day of my life, that would be a life well lived. Like I would look back on my life if I played every day and just learned as much as I could. I'd look back and go, yep, I'm cool with that. So I do take breaks. My daughter was, because I'm a runner. I went for a run yesterday, and she's like, where are your earbuds? And I'm like, I literally spend most of my day using my ears. So when I go for runs, I'm like, yeah, that's it. I just go for a run and I don't listen to anything, and that's my break.
And that was Shannon, his wife, by the way. I think she was using your account a while ago because I was like, "How is she commenting here?" And
that's the perks of having a social media coordinator. They can you can comment on streams that you're on currently.
Like, whoa, that's the ultimate multitasking. It's like crazy.
Well, I mean, when this all started, it became basically a family business. Like I said to my son, okay, you figure out the tech. My wife does the social media stuff. I do the music. My daughter helps me with she does the singing sometimes. So it really is like a family business. We just went, well, I'm not going to be playing anywhere, so here we go. Let's do this.
Yes. She says she forgets what account she's on.
Yeah, that's right. I'll look and see I commented on somebody's thing, and I'm like, wait, I didn't say that.
Well, that's cool though, man. I think that's what we all did. We just adapted and figured out a way to keep going.
Yeah, the paradigm shifted, man, and you either shifted with it or you got left behind. You know.
And I want to add too, and I'll make sure we add it on there tonight as well. With that G.I. Joe comic book, if I'm gonna up the ante a little bit. If you have shared both streams and you give Ken a decent tip from tonight's stream on his show, we're gonna add in another thing.
Whoa! What?
That's right, everybody. 3 Alarm Comics is upping the ante.
So we have another exclusive cover we did for Independence Day.
Oh man, that's cool.
And the cool thing is actually it's autographed by the artist, so everybody will get a signed one as well.
That's cool. I love your logo right smack dab in the middle of that comic, though. That's cool.
It's been fun. We've been very picky and choosy on doing some of the exclusives. Like we did the one for White Widow, which is this one here. Which actually the guy who did the artwork on that one did the cover art on this one.
Right.
Oh, that's cool.
And Tommy's partner, like I said, at Kablam, Barry did the coloring on it. We've been pretty picky and choosy on the ones we've done, and just really been lucky and had fun with it, though.
I mean, you have to be. You want to make sure you move them because you have to. It's quite a bit that you have to order up if you want the exclusive cover. So that's why
I think the minimum is like 3,000 now.
Wow.
Yeah. So I think everyone was like, "Hey, Walt, why doesn't the stash do an exclusive cover?" He was like, "Because we got to order 3,000 of them." He doesn't want to be stuck with like 2,700 of them when all is said and done.
Yeah.
Hey, so what is this worth? Beavis and Butthead #1.
Actually, believe it or not, that actually just went up in price. They're running about $20 a piece right now because announcement.
Yeah, they're coming back.
Yeah, they're bringing them back.
I bought that one on a lark. I was like, oh my god, Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, I think they've got them signed back up for 2 seasons. I think.
Oh, geez, they're coming back. Oh, that's perfect.
Yeah.
So I saw that, and I'm a huge fan. I'm all for bringing them back, but I think it'll only work like it did back in the 90s if they're able to make fun of music videos again.
That's what they have to do. They have to like go on Vivo or something and look up the videos and make fun of them, because that's what it has to be. It can't be them just like, I mean, them walking around and doing stupid stuff was fine too, but the making fun of the videos was the best part.
I lived for that.
I can't wait till you see like they pull up the Lizzo video for Truth Hurts and
she's got a big butt. Well, and I have a friend. I have a friend in Holland, Albert, and he and I have been, our canon of humor is just Beavis and Butthead, and we're doing it. He has a daughter that's my daughter's age, like 16, 17, and they're looking at us like, what is this thing that you guys do? We don't know what that is. And now finally they're going to bring it back, and I'm like, see, now you know what we're doing, because we're talking about cornholio, and they're like, what is cornholio? What is this thing?
What's this Beavis and Butthead thing? Is that like Rick and Morty?
Exactly.
Not exactly, but not exactly.
But not exactly, no.
Yeah, so I'm hoping either I don't know. I think they're still making music videos, right? They're all on YouTube right now. But if you got to grab some vintage ones from the 90s and do it.
Oh, that'd be great. Yeah, do some of the boy band stuff too. I'll have to get them to do. We'll get Joey involved and get him to do some of the NSYNC videos.
Oh, dude, That would be awesome. Actually, get him over there. Y'all can just watch videos and oh yeah, that'd be great.
Just voice Beavis and Butthead.
Joey is Beavis.
Yeah. God, that's good stuff. I was trying to think of the.
I've been thrown for a loop
the
now.
Beavis and Butthead music.
Yeah, I don't remember the theme either. To be honest,
I don't either.
So long
It
ago.
was a guitar riff. and
Yeah, it was just like a guitar. It was like.
Yeah, it's a guitar riff.
It's funny though. I know South Park. I'm gonna go down South Park. We're gonna have ourselves a time. Friendly faces everywhere. So I mean, I can do that stuff. It's weird. It's weird what my brain will retain and what it just leaves behind.
I mean, Carol's mom was a big fat bitch. Yeah, that's pretty easy to remember.
Yeah. That one, well, we used to do that one with like, we did the bigger, longer, uncut version. So we would do the, we did the whole thing, with like Kick Lion, and it was a big production. You'll never see, I think it was we had the Southern Women's Convention in Orlando. And so it was a room full of ladies, and we didn't know they were like church ladies. So we're at Howl at the Moon. We've got this room full of, decent women, and someone requests Kyle's mom's a bitch, and you want to see a shock value. Like we were like, and they're like I think literally 10 of them got up and walked out like as we were doing the song, and the manager was like, "Oh, stop with the bitch! Stop it!"
No, you haven't lived. You haven't lived. You had somebody walk out on you.
Oh, it's the best.
Tommy's back. Tommy goes, he wants some gin and juice, but I think you ought to give Ming a little taste of the Red Fox version of gin and juice.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, I might have to do that. Yeah, all right. All right. Let me towel that up. First of all, I got to have my jazz bass player. Let me get that. There we go.
Oh yeah.
And then here we go. Here we go, jazz drums. All righty. Gotta get my drummer on board here.
Or it's the drummer.
You got to pay him more.
It's the drummer. Here we go.
Or it's the drummer.
So much drama in the LBC. It's kind of hard being Snoop T-L double G, but somehow, some way, keep coming up with funky ass like every single day. Hey, I take a few smiles as I breeze through. Take a few hits as I breeze through. 2 in the morning and the party's still jumping, cause my mama ain't home. I got people in the living room getting it on. They ain't leaving till 6 in the morning. So what you wanna do? I got a pocket full of rubbers and my homeboys do too. Turn out the light and close the door. What, we don't love them home. We's gonna smoke an ounce to this. G's up, hose down while you bounce down the street. Smoking Nando, sipping on gin and juice. Laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Rolling down the street, smoking Nando, sipping on gin and juice. Laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Later on that day, My homie Dr. Dre came through with a gang of Tanqueray and a fat ass J. Some bubonic chronic that made me choke. This ain't no joke. I had to back up off that, set my cup down. Tanqueray and tonic getting up now. We's all stopping, we start popping. Dre's got some from the city of Compton to serve me with a cherry on top. Cause when I bust my nut, I'm rising up off the cop. That's just the way it goes. We don't love them hoes. I'm out the door. I be rolling down the street, smoking endo, sipping on gin and juice, laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind. Rolling down the street, smoking endo, sipping on gin and juice, laid back with my mind on my money and my money on my mind.
Yes. Very good.
That's what I do on the Red Fox Lounge nights, which is our Wednesday night. I do like people there's like we have one couple that comes in, Kim and Doug Berger, and they like Tool and like Rage Against the Machine. And so I'm doing like, you know, some of those Berg forces are the same the Berg crosses. The other night I did what was I doing? Oh, it was like, you know, it's like they rally around the family. The shells. They rally around the family. The pocket full of shells.
Awesome.
The bulls on parade. It's so fun to do you know, jazz versions of like super hardcore stuff.
What was it? Who was it? I think was it Richard Cheese did the 9 Inch Nails.
Yeah, he did like, you know, Disturbed, Down with the Sickness. It's kind of like that, but I try and do, you know, his thing is he has a big band. My thing is I try and do like, you know, different versions of like I did what was the one I was like, you know, it was like, you know, I think I was like I did like I gotta figure out how.
So great.
Makeup, got it brushed with a little makeup. How do I made a bit of makeup? Why do you leave the keys upon the table? Here it comes, behaving on the fable. You wanted to. Why do you leave the keys on the table? You wanted to. Why do you leave the keys upon the table? Wanted to. Why don't you shake up? I don't think you trust in self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. Fun stuff like that.
Well, I tell you, I love the fact that you every night is something different. Like Sundays is show tunes.
Yeah, we do Broadway. That's my daughter's wheelhouse. She's a musical theater.
Oh man.
We do all Broadway and movie musicals on Sunday. Monday is like my 80s night. So we do all of our 80s tunes then. And then Tuesday is Yacht Rock. That's one of my faves and one of our most popular nights because it's like, you know, it's that 70s sound.
Oh, I love it.
And then Wednesday's the Red Fox Lounge, which is an establishment that used to exist in Orlando. They've since bulldozed it, but it was one of those like classic, you know, smoky dives where the drinks were, you know, they had Frank Sinatra on the jukebox, and so we kind of throw it back to the lounge thing. Thursday night, like last night, was our throwback Thursday, so I do like 90s, 2000s. So, you know, try and mix it up so that it's a little bit different every night. So you're not getting like, you know, just, oh, well, here I am playing songs again.
And tonight is Formal Friday.
Yeah, and that's kind of a free for all. Like we just dress up and we just take requests. So whatever you want, it's fine. Saturday night is our Saturday Night Fever. So we do like dance party. We do a lot of disco, a lot of 70s, and pretty much anything dance. So, you know, it's kind of it's a nice mix because we'll do like 70s and then we'll do like Bruno Mars. So it's all kind of dancey material. And I turn on my disco lights and all that fun stuff.
Yeah, I think Ming actually tuned in for a little while last night. I think I saw
did,
you.
yeah, for sure. It's so great. I can't. I just 7 nights a week. It's great. You're insane. You're insane.
Well, you know, I mean,
But we're insane for what we love too. So
Yeah, it's kind of like it's my addiction. So, I figure I would, I'd rather be performing than not.
Right.
It's weird for me because, the last 20, 30 years of my life, I've had a steady gig. So I'm always performing. So to not perform to me is bizarre.
Oh, right. It's like not breathing. Yes.
Exactly. Like, like with you guys. I mean, you're at your shop, you live and breathe this.
I do.
This existence. If it shifts, you don't just go, oh well, I'm done doing that, let me figure something else out. Like, I was like, when everything ended, I was like, well, I got this computer here and I got these keyboards and all this musical equipment. Let's figure out something to do.
Yep. Let's have fun.
Well, and now it's fun because I get people that normally would not be able to come to the bar and see me play.
Yeah.
And they're now coming like on a regular basis, like, hey man, this is great because I can sit in my house, have a drink, watch you play. And then, I'm there frequently.
Not worry about driving home drunk later.
Exactly. It's the best. No DUI. The drinks are cheap. The bartender's great. It's awesome.
I don't know. Mine usually sucks at the house, but
that's your own fault then. You gotta get a new one.
Yeah, my wife is actually a bartender. So she, she'll sometimes I'll see her getting out the different bar accoutrements, and I go, "Ooh, I'm getting a good drink tonight."
What? Yeah. Well, what is that thing? What?
Yeah, she make muddling up cherries and stuff. She makes a great old fashioned, which is one of my faves. So.
Oh yes, dude. Yeah, we had one. I think last time Ming was down here, we went to a whiskey bar over in New Orleans.
We did barrel proof, yes.
Barrel proof, and they have some of the most incredible stuff over there. I don't know if you ever been there from living there or not.
We only lived there from 2002 to like 2005, right? Like, so we were only there for about 3 years, and mostly we were in the quarter. We didn't get around. A lot of the businesses that were there when we were there were already gone after Katrina. So
yeah. Well, this one's just outside of the quarter, down off of it's over near the convention center.
Arado
on Chapatulas.
Near
it's off of Chapatulas.
Yeah,
but yeah, they've got some freaking. I mean, you walk in there. It was kind of what we were talking about earlier. You can get that $500 a shot glass if you want, but then you could also get the normal stuff as well.
Yeah, I'll stick to the normal stuff. That's my price.
Oh, good.
And oddly enough, they have one of the best fried bologna sandwiches I've ever had in that place.
You can't get a bad meal in New Orleans. I mean, you got to really try, unless you eat one of them Lucky Dogs on Bourbon Street, or pizza at the Daiquiri Bar. Those are the only two bad meals you can get in New Orleans: a Lucky Dog and the pizza at the Daiquiri Bar.
Right. Even the late night fried chicken joint is somewhat decent.
Yeah.
Oh, no. That's the best thing. Like mothers go up to mothers late at night.
Oh yeah. Or there's a place, my personal fave on Iberville and Bourbon Street. It's just like right down the block. It's a place called the Alibi, and it's a dive bar, but they literally serve food 24 hours a day.
Really? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Next time we head
All
over.
Right. I am going to bookmark that right now. Thank you very much.
The Alibi. Right about, at the end of the night, you're done drinking. You're like, okay, I can't drink anymore. I need to go eat something. That's when you go to the Alibi. And then right about 3 or 4 in the morning, that's when all of the strippers that work on Bourbon Street show up at the Alibi to eat dinner after their shifts. So there's a added plus.
You get dinner and a chef.
Exactly.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh man.
811 Iberville Street. Open 24 hours, everybody.
That's that place.
Thank you very much.
Do not go to the bathroom there. Let me just say that right now. There's like, okay, let me describe the men's room.
Okay.
There's a trough against one wall, and then there's a lone toilet with no walls around it. It's just a toilet in the middle of the room. So we call that the toilet of shame. If you're using that, you really had to go because there's no privacy at all. So go to the bathroom somewhere else, then go eat at the Alibi.
Just do the normal thing in New Orleans. Just use the bathroom out on the road.
Yeah, go to
Yeah.
Bourbon Street. Is your
That's
bathroom?
not a jailable offense or anything.
No, not in New Orleans. It isn't.
Oh man, let's see.
Oh, there's
Well,
Mark Pearl, my boy.
Mark Pearl, everybody.
So I've got to ask though, like I said, you started off Howl on the Moon. You said over in the New Orleans area, and then you moved over to Florida.
Yeah, well, I started Howl at the Moon in Miami. So they started at their Miami club. Then the Miami club closed, and they opened a club in Fort Lauderdale. So then I was in Fort Lauderdale. So I was kind of, South Florida area. Then my wife and I went on our honeymoon in New Orleans, and we said, boy, if they ever open a Howl here, we're going to go. And then a few years later, they went, hey, we're opening a Howl in New Orleans. You want to go? And we were like, yes. And then Katrina hit, and it was funny. Right before Katrina, about a week before, they called and offered me a job in Orlando, and I turned them down. I said, nope, I want to stay here in New Orleans. I love it. Then Katrina hit. I called them the next week and said, you got that job in Orlando? And we moved to Orlando.
I'm sorry. No. That wasn't me. That was my brother.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and with the kids, because they were little, it was the best way to tell a kid that you're not going back. It was like, kids, we got to tell you something. We're not going back to our house in New Orleans, but we're going to Disney World. Yay! That kind of softened the blow a little bit.
Oh yeah, I would imagine so.
Yeah.
Have you all?
So yeah, since then, I've been with 23 years with the same company, so it's weird it's weird to have like a job for that long with the same company, like just in general, but as a musician, it's like unheard of.
How are y'all handling it with the new rules of Disney opening up and everything else? Have y'all even tried to go or?
Well, my wife works at Disney, so we were toying going for the cast preview, but then she said, no, let's just wait a little bit. So she's probably going to have to go back to work at Disney in a week or two here. So we're just, masks are the new normal. You just wear a mask. And I mean, I have friends that are, I see them on Facebook and they're like, oh, we're at SeaWorld today. We're at Universal. So there are people going to the theme parks and, I wouldn't do that, but hey, you know what? If you got a pass and you're already paid for it, I guess. But for me, I'm like, I'll go to a golf course. That's like my go out,
Yeah, actually, Tommy, Renee's wife, or Renee, Tommy's wife, actually works for Disney as well. She works for the Disney booking agency there.
Oh, nice. Yeah. It's Orlando. So, you put 5 people in a room, one of them works for Disney. So, that's just the way it is.
They're the ones that take care of us every time we go down there. I got to give it last time me and my daughter went, come to find out round trip flights. This was before COVID last year. Round trip flights out of Biloxi here into Orlando was like $125. And so we went down there, spent like 4 or 5 days, stayed with them, enjoyed ourselves, and then turned around, came back. Wish we'd have known about the Howl before that.
Yeah. Well, now So next time, once things kind of get back to normal, I'm hoping, luckily the great thing about all this is I've made so many, connections to people that I normally would not have made because of my presence online. So now I'm looking forward to when we do get back to some semblance of normal and people can travel again and it's safe to congregate, which is one of the things my career depends on. Now I've got a whole bunch of people I'm really looking forward to meeting and having a drink with and getting to hang out with. So it's real cool, man.
That's what I told Tommy. I said, we're going to have to do once we figure it out, we'll have to do a quarantine cocktail reunion night or something over there.
Oh yeah. There's a place here in Orlando called the Blue Bamboo Center, and it does like concerts and stuff. And that's what I would probably end up doing. Julia would be with me. We'd do like a quarantine cocktail concert. And so we'll have this venue and we'll do a live, concert people can come to, but we'll also live stream it to the page too, because you can live stream from this venue. Yeah. So, it'd be like the people that can make it can come see us live, and the people that can't can at least watch it online. So, yeah, it's in the future, but I'm really looking forward to that. That's gonna be pretty sweet. I think I might cry the first time I'm in front of an audience again, like hey everybody, woo! Like because I get done with songs. You know, I do a great song and I get done. I'm like da-da-da-da-bam, and then it's nothing.
Nothing.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just this vacuum of just not. You know what I hear? I hear that because my wife watches the show in the living room, so I hear myself ending the song in the other room.
Right, like 10 seconds later.
Yeah, exactly.
Better than crickets chirping.
Yeah, that's it. I actually was thinking about getting the because you know how it's bad when you're a musician and you download the app so that at the end of the song you can go, thank you very much, thank you, no, thank you.
Please, you're kind.
Stop, you're killing. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Oh my goodness.
Hey, those are the jokes, people. Those are the jokes. Thank you. Yeah.
Up here all week. Tip your waitress.
Right. I have my own laugh track.
Oh, all right. Well, Ken, you got one more song you want to play or anything else you want to play tonight before we head out of here?
Yeah, let's do. I don't know. Let's. I thought someone said jump since.
Yeah, that was Renee earlier. So
is that Renee? Yeah, we can do that one. Plus, I get to use this sound. I love that sound. Of course, this is the sound of the '80s, so you could do almost anything. I'm not going to do that one. I'm going to do this one.
All I know is next time I go to Orlando, I want Ken to follow me around with just theme music. I can have my own.
That's it. I'll do it. I'll do it for sure. Gets me down. You got it tough. I've seen the toughest go around, and I know maybe just how you feel. You got to roll with the punches and get too much real. I'll get your team standing here. I got my back against a regular machine. Say you see, need to see what I mean. Oh, you might as well jump. Go ahead and jump. Put a man jump. Go ahead and jump. Right, here's the guitar solo. And then the reason I started playing music in the first place, this solo. Might as well jump. Jump. Go ahead and jump. Put that jump. Go ahead and jump. Jump. There we go. Some Van Halen.
Well, everybody, thank y'all for turning in. Ken, Ming, thank y'all for coming in here with us. And just remind everybody, you can see Ken tonight. And if you go on there tonight, if you shared the stream here and you share his stream, you'll get a special little surprise bonus. You can also see Ming over at a Shared Universe podcast studio where you can actually go and if you've got something, they can help facilitate you doing your own podcast. You got something you want to do, your own live stream, get in touch with those guys at a shared universe or a shared universe podcast studio.com or shareduniverse.com.
Shareduniverse.com. Yep, that's easier.
There you
Less of a mouthful, but yes, that works.
And Ken, we will see you tonight.
Yep.
Ming,
Good
I'll
night. Thank
probably
you so
talk
much.
to you a little bit too.
Fantastic. Thank you guys.
Thanks,
so much.
guys.
Yeah, quarantine cocktail hour. Woo! It's awesome.
All right, we are done.